Yo, let me take you through my t-shirt creating process. What's happening, everybody? It's your boy Big Brandoh, and today I'm going to take you through the whole process on how I get to here. Now, before I get any transfer printed, my designs go through a series of tests. Now let's talk about why I do that. There's nothing worse than spending money on some transfers to press onto t-shirts that don't sell. I've been there before many of times. 1, it's heartbreaking. 2, it's a blow to the ego. 3, it's very deflating for the business because you put your time and efforts into designing this product that you think is going to be a winner. You spent countless hours designing. You spent tons of money getting these things printed up. You pressed them onto the t-shirts, you released them out to the public, and not one person bought one. And then you're left wondering, why the hell is that? And really nobody can explain it. It just happens. What we think is cool might not be what the public thinks is cool. And I say this all the time, but the market will never lie to you. If it's a good product that the people like, the people will buy it. If it's a product that nobody understands, nobody's gonna spend their money on it. So to minimize that, I like to test out every single design that I make. So in short, this is how it works. Come up with an idea, I bring that idea to life in Photoshop or Illustrator. I create a mock-up with that design on a t-shirt, so visually I can see what it's gonna look like. Then I take a picture with my phone, and then I send it to a group chat, what I consider a focus group. This is a few homies in a group chat that are all free thinkers, that are all into different things, but I personally value their opinion. And everybody in that focus group values each other's opinion. So what we use it for is showing things that we're working on. We use it to get constructive criticism. Maybe sometimes we have a creative block and we're trying to get out of it. We post where we're at in the process, and usually somebody can help shed some light on some things that we didn't see. This is highly recommended to do for everybody. This was my idea to start the Facebook group, the Dough Getters, is so people use it for that, because it's so beneficial for me and my homies in my focus group. I feel like it would work for everybody. So once again, we use this focus group to post what we're working on, show some finished products, test out designs, get some feedback. And once again, these are all free thinkers. These aren't yes men. These aren't people that are just like, yeah, that's cool, put that out. These are people looking out for your best interests with no explanation needed. You just post a picture into the group chat. They say, yeah, that's cool. I don't get it. Maybe you should change this up. These colors don't look good. What about switching the font from this to this? I don't like that typeface. The layout's not symmetrical. It doesn't flow right, or that's a banger. This is the feedback that I need, that I put all my designs through. This is before I even print it out on a white toner printer or anything else. It's going through this phase first. Now, let's say it makes it out of that phase and everything is good. I send it to my white toner printer. I used to do this with vinyl. I also used to do this with DTG, and this is just the testing phase. This is now creating a tangible product that I can wear and test it out in the real world. The design makes it out of the focus group and into the real world. Now, what I'm looking for when I'm wearing this t-shirt out in public is reactions from potential customers. I'll wear the design around that targeted audience. Doesn't make sense for me to create a design. Let's say it's geared towards guys that drive lowriders or lowrider enthusiasts or people that are just into lowriders. So here I have this lowrider t-shirt. I can't wear that shirt to the JDM car meet where these guys are all about Hondas and race cars and imports and stuff like that. It doesn't make sense because that's not the target audience for the t-shirt I created. If I have a t-shirt about lowriders, I need to wear it around some guys driving lowriders. That's how I'm gonna get the best interaction and the best reactions for that design. Is it gonna work or is it not gonna work? Because if I wear that lowrider t-shirt around the race car Honda guys that don't care about lowriders, I'm not gonna get the reactions I need. I need to wear the design around potential customers. So if the t-shirt's about lowriders, I'm going to the lowrider cruise. I'm going to the lowrider show. I'm going to the lowrider picnic. I'm going to Crenshaw on Sunday. I'm going to Broadway. I'm going where the lowriders are to show off the lowrider t-shirt around potential lowrider customers. That's a key part of the testing phase. A lot of people do the same testing phase, but they're wearing their shirts not around their target audience, just around some people, hoping that they're going to get the reactions that they need. You need to know your customer. So after it makes it out of the focus group into the real world, now I see if people are interested. Are people asking me about the t-shirt? Are they taking a picture of the t-shirt? Are they whispering about the t-shirt behind my back? Are they reading the t-shirt? Are they asking me where I got it from? These are the things that I need. If nobody says nothing and nobody bats an eye at that design, then I shelf the design. It just lives on my hard drive and I don't put it out. But if people ask about the t-shirt, then I know I have some general interest in that t-shirt design. That's the data that I need. I bring that back home, get the gang sheet ready, send it off to get printed on some transfers, and now I could put the t-shirt out. As long as it makes it through all of those tests, then I know I might have a winner on my hands. Focus group said it was cool. The public thought it was cool. Now it's time to put it up for retail and start marketing it to that target audience. This is what I do for every single t-shirt design that I do. I make sure I run this same set of tests on every design to increase my chances of having a successful launch. Most people won't do the testing phase because they're so eager to put it out and they're excited about it. But like I said, it is soul crushing when nobody buys into it. So in order to set myself up for a successful launch, I run these tests on everything that I do to make sure I can sell these things. We're in this business to make money. We're not in this business just to waste money. So I make sure I test everything out. So let me show you what I've been working on and give you a better understanding on how it works. All right, as most of you guys know, I'm going to be vending at a Hawaiian festival coming up. So obviously I'm making new designs. So before the festival gets here, I need to test all this stuff out. So after I design this design, I'm in Photoshop, I create this mock-up right here. All I do is I lay the design onto this mock-up. That's what it looks like without it. That's what it looks like with the design on it. That's the back. Here's the front. Same exact thing. No design with the design. This is how I mock everything up. I'll take a picture of this with my phone. This is what that picture looks like. There's the front, that one right there. There's the back that I just showed you. And then I'll send this to the focus group. All right, so after the focus group gives me all their notes, I make the edits or changes if needed. If not, I'm gonna take this design right here and I'm gonna send it to the white toner printer. I'm gonna print one out just for me and then slap it onto a black t-shirt so I can wear it. Now with this design right here, I wore this to another Hawaiian festival that was going on in Santa Fe Springs where potential customers would be. So I wear this t-shirt design. I get the reactions I need. People are asking about it, asking where I got it from, asking if I got it from that festival, what booth I bought it from. And I just told people it's gonna be available at the Alondra Park Festival coming up in July. That's all the information I need to move forward with the design. And then from there, I come home and then I create this gang sheet right here. Now the gang sheet has the big back design, the left chest print design. This is a woman's design down here for a crop top I'm doing. And then since there's room on the side, I threw in some size labels. This is ready to go to Supacolor now. This is measured to 11.7 by 16.5. This is their A3 gang sheet size. I knocked out all of the black in the design because it's gonna show through on the black t-shirt. So to help the design breathe, I took out all the black from here. This black is going on to a white t-shirt, so that's why the black is still there. But in this design, this is going on a black t-shirt, so I just knock out the black so you don't just have a big fat piece of ink on the t-shirt making you hot and sweaty. Now just to show you what it's gonna look like with the black t-shirt, just like that. All the definition starts to fill in. This is what the transfer is gonna look like. And that's what it's gonna look like on a black t-shirt. So without it, with it. Now with all that being said, it brings me to actually receiving the gang sheet that I ordered. This is printed from Supacolor. There's the big back print, left chest print, there's the woman's print, and the size labels on the side. Now this is ready to be slammed on some t-shirts and start getting ready for this festival. Now, once again, why is this important to do all of this extra testing? You want to minimize the failures and you want to maximize your profits. If I put out every single design that I create, I'd go broke because every single design that I make isn't a winner. I have way more bad designs than I actually have good designs. My online store, my retail store, they only see the good designs that went through this whole testing phase and did good. My hard drive sees every horrible idea I've had for the last 25 years. And like I said, I've been doing this for a long time. I've wasted a ton of money and a ton of time and a ton of energy on designs that won't sell. I know what that feeling's like, and I hate feeling like that. So that's why I do the testing before I create anything to help increase my chances of being profitable. profitable, because at the end of the day, that's what we're all in this for, is to make money. So my advice to anybody out there is slow down, test out everything you're doing, and if the tests don't work out in your favor, it's not the end of the world. That test just help you save a shitload of money. And remember, only print the designs that test well. The designs that don't test well, leave them on your hard drive. Maybe there's just minor tweaks that need to be done to make it look a little different and maybe hit the right audience. Also, get you some friends that you value their opinion and create a focus group like me and my homies. Hopefully this video helps somebody out there and shed a little bit of light on my process. This isn't the only way of doing things, but this is the way I do things to help me be profitable. If you have any questions about anything I talked about, leave it in the comments for me. Follow me on Instagram if you wanted to, Big Brandoh TV. Catch you guys on the next one, man. Yeah.